everybody. Just thought I'd pop in and show a few things that I didn't get to show yesterday from the Maryland Art Weekend. If you're on YouTube watching the recording, jump forward a few minutes while I let people trickle in before I start. Okay, put some of these goods away. Hey, Tam. How you doing, Tam? Hey, Kat. Miss Kathy. Hello. People start merrily trickling in. Clean up some of this from yesterday's stream. I had a box behind me of stuff from the art weekend that was gifted to me and the shares and stuff, and I ran out of time. Make a dent in my desk here. Hey, Linda, Vicky, Queen. Who's that? El Kiesel from New Zealand. Welcome. And Josie. Nice to see everybody. Thought I'd slip on before Z comes on at 7:30. Anyway, I found another bag. I keep finding more and more stuff. We went to the Queen's Ink one night shopping with all the ladies, and I just got a few things. But Terry, one of the ladies that works there, hey, Gayla. Hello. Gave me this little pencil pouch as a gift. And I just bought some, what did I get? I got an eraser. That's interesting. I think this is supposed to be a dust-free eraser. Faber-Castell. Don't know how it works, but I'm going to give it a try. And I got a couple, I'm going to do some alcohol inks again at some point. And they had rose gold that I didn't even know they had now. So, of course, I had to grab that. Hey, Joan. And the rose gold and gunmetal are in this metal mixative set. So I picked that up. I really need more room. I'm just going to toss this stuff on the other table. And then these were two Winsor Newton inks. I wanted to get this gold one for a while. And it takes a while to mix it up because you can see all that mica settled on the bottom, but when that all gets mixed up, that's pretty yummy stuff. And I thought, if I got the gold one, it would be stupid not to get the silver one. That's the way my brain works. And would explain a lot. Hey, Linda. I think I said, did I say hi, Linda, already? But anyway, I got those. I've seen demos of this Winsor Newton gold ink, and it comes out really high on everybody's gotta have this. I love this ink list. So this is it looks like this gold mica. It's a little more granular. This looks really smooth. I don't know if you can see the difference. Yeah. Anywho, that's those two. That on my other desk. So I'm just going to dig through this. I have one of those big plastic storage tubs about yay big. We've seen on Zandra's channel and on Cece's channel where they showed, because a lot of the ladies do a trade or a share with everybody. Hey, Debbie. And, everybody pretty much gets the same thing. So they've already been shown a couple times. I'll go through those. And you know what? This was actually a gift bag. Donna got me this, and in this is a necklace that's upstairs. However, it looks very much like these necklaces that was polymer clay, but it was turquoise. some sea related stuff pushed into the clay. It was really pretty. And she had that packaged in here for me when she gave it to me. So cute little bag. That's my pencil case. I gave these pencil cases to everybody, but there was leftovers. So guess what? I got one myself. Happy day to me. And Cece, for her class, you guys have seen this, but I'll show you mine. Cece made everybody a original piece of art that she put on. Hey, Jan. She put on the cover of a handmade traveler's notebook. Right, that fits in the standard traveler's notebook. But everybody got their own handmade piece of CC. 28 of these she made. And she's got a video how she did it, making multiples of everything. And then this is a pack of paper that she gave us as part of her class to try. Some of it's already been used, but that's the leftovers that's in there. And for those of you who may never met CC in person, she's awesome on video, and you want to be her friend, trust me, even more so in person. And I think everybody will attest to that. Hey, Jean. Let's see, what else do we have in here? Oh, Joan and Paul brought me these. I had seen somebody use these binders, and then I looked online and I couldn't find them anywhere except for in the UK. So Joan ordered these for me, and Joan, I don't even remember if I ever paid you for these things, come to think of it. But they're binders that have all these color wheels all over them. And I thought, it's like a two-hole punch, little two-ring deal in there. And I thought, how cute to start keeping track of my swatches and putting them in there. So I got 2 of those. Remind me about that, Joan. Hey, Jamie. Joan, you treat me to too much stuff. Hey, Christy. 40. Well, somebody gave me a ring toss game, but can't really show that on the channel without us going into some sort of jail. Let's just say it kind of goes with my gold medal award that I got from Linda Frere last year. Oh. Yeah, let's do that. I think it was from Elaine. Little rascal. Oh my gosh, here's this. Oh, who's texting me? Hang on, I gotta make sure there's no emergency. No, it's one of my bosses. He's French but lives here in the States, and he's in France on vacation with his girls and his wife, and he keeps sending me pictures, which I love, but not while I can't answer them on the street. Kathy, Dragonfly Smiles, got me this book, and I wanted to get one of these. Not that my art deserves to be in this yet at this point. But look at this. I'm going to take it out of this wrapper so you can see it without the light shining on the plastic. Plus, I want to touch it and smell it. Archival quality. It's a handmade watercolor book. Acid-free drawing papers, 100% cotton fiber internally and surface sized, 140 pound deckled edge 8x8. Look at this book. It's got that rough handmade deckled edge papers in here. And it will lay flat. You can hear it kind of creaking because it's new and it's been folded like that for quite some time. How stinking cool is that? I'd be afraid to use it. It's awesome. Josie, her YouTube page is Creations CC, CEECEE, Creations CC, and you can find her on YouTube. She also has a Patreon page, and she posts every day. Every day. Oh, Lord, I'm going to have to turn this off. She posts stuff every day, does videos every day. Oh, can you guys hear it thundering in the background? We got a big old thunder boomer rolling in. So I don't know. If I get knocked off, you know what happened. Shouldn't bother me, though. It's really cool. And Elaine brought all kind of stuff to share with everybody. It was lined up out in the hallway outside the room. And everybody got, can you see how much is this? These are blueprints. Everybody, I think, got a roll of these. I don't know how many's in there. But they're really cool for collage or under paper or all kind of good stuff. Oh, that's my cradle board that's blank that I need to put away. One of the local girls, I think Charlene gave everybody one of these scrubbies. It's a bar. I've had this before from the Queen's Ink. This is the really great. It's got a scrubby with the soap melted into the scrubby to wash the paint off. The lemon smell of that is so strong. It's really nice. And it works great if you guys have access to this. It's called Scrubby. It's yummy. I've had the lime one before. I think they have citrus, lime, orange, and lemon, I believe. Here's a magic wand. I think this was from Amalia. Stuff was just thrown in here. When we get there and people start giving out this stuff, there's 29 people pretty much giving to 29 people. So it's a little chaotic. So it's hard to track because not everybody, like, you know, I wouldn't know that, but I do happen to know that. And not everybody's stuff is signed or marked or anything. These, I believe, were from Nancy. Oh, yeah, Nancy signed hers. Way to go, Nancy. But she did dotted wooden letters for everybody. How cool that is, and my colors and all that. I'm going to actually put that right up here on my shelf. Right there. Oh my gosh, I don't even know where to start. Hey, I got 2 pencil cases. What do you know? That's notes. Oh, what else is in here? Hang on. Oh, and this is a card Kathy wrote me. Look at this card. Cool. And a nice note in there from Miss Kathy. Thank you very much. And this is like Christmas again because I can't remember. Oh, and this. Look at this, how cool this is. I'm going to wear this tomorrow for work. I forgot I had this with me when I was at the art thing. And then I left everything here when we went to New York. But I love this. Look at this charm. I like the clasp on here. I've never seen a clasp like this. It's like its own little lobster claw that you hang the charms on. And it says, and so the adventure begins. One says create. This one just has dots on it and a feather. Oh, no, an angel wing. How cool is that? Mama like that. Oh, Josie got retracted. Not sure if that's good or bad. Isn't it pretty? It's just my style. Oh, Joan, I did tell you that I got you those, the shiny Paul Rubin paints to send in with your stencils when they come back. They'll be on the way to you pretty soon. And this was on the giveaway table, I think. Just some feathers that I grabbed because when I hardly ever paint with acrylics anymore. But I might try these like in my Yupo watercolor stuff. But I would take the edge of the feather and dip it in paint real dry and make rows of tiny little slashes that come out with on the edge of the feather that make it really kind of cool looking little lines. Very organic. These are the templates to Donna's fish and birds that you guys probably saw on the other girls' channels. Put those so I remember where they are. Oh, and here's the other part of my giveaway. Got one. Oh, look, it's turquoise. How'd that happen? This is another random goodie that Elaine had. Just unscrews and opens up. Now, I don't know what I would use this for yet, but this is the kind of thing that all of a sudden you'll say, oh, how about that thing Elaine gave us? And there you have it. Oh, now see, I can't remember who gave me this. It's a dog book. Sorry, I pooped in your shoe. And other heartwarming letters from doggies. I can't remember who gave that to me. Sorry. Oh, that's a good idea, Joan, to hang stencils on those. Very clever. We have various napkins that ended up on our desks. I have no idea where these came from, but it's a lot of nautical. Baby wipes. There's my leftover baby wipes. Laurie brings baby wipes and paper towels every year for everybody. Whoops. Oh, hang on. Maybe this is where these napkins came from, because there was more in this bag. Big ships, small ships, but the best ship of all is friendship. That one got smushed a little bit. Oh, I think these were from Tammy. And a tag. That's cool with that 3D. Threw a stencil on there. That paste. These beads are cool. I never saw beads like that. And some candies in a bag. I'm telling you, there's all kind of stuff here. This is from Amalia too, who also, oh, look, my stencils, my little pictographs. What do you know? Bookmark with the magic wand. And I think this is from Tam. Some of these I never even got to open, because as soon as we get there, we're going, and there's, we're going. Yeah, from Tam Marie. This is really cool. Is this Shannon's vinyl? Maybe. Hey, Dr. Dot. I love this Baker's twine. I have some of this black and white. I used to wrap up my little jelly print cards. I do in that. Oh, an old playing card. Oh, cool. Everyone at an art retreat, Patti hosts trades. Are you? I don't know if you're answering somebody, Deb, or if you're asking me or telling me something. I'm not sure. I just saw a random comment there. But I am aware that other retreats do trades, if that's what you mean. Everyone I've been to did. Usually when I've been to them, though, people made them, and they'll do a one-off if they meet somebody in class or sitting next to somebody in class, because they go to so many different classes for an art retreat, where my weekend, we're all in the same room the whole time, all doing the same class at the same time. So that's why it's kind of chaotic, because everybody gets in there, starts setting up, and 29 people gave 28 other people something. Not everybody does it. It's optional. But most people do. Oh, Tamara, you made cards. Look at these. They're cute and useful, and a holiday one. These are nice. I have to find out how you did you print these yourself? card notes. Look at these. You must have ordered these online or something. How cool is that? I'm just getting around to seeing these. It's like Christmas. Put all the Tam stuff in there. And this was some of the stuff that came with that Gayla and Kathy gave us for their embossed pewter class that they did. Read the poem. On here, you mean? The circles of women around us weave invisible nets of love that carry us when we're weak and sing with us when we're strong. Oh, that's cute. Very nice. Oh, am I missing somebody's chat? Sorry, yeah, if you're trying to say something to me, if you can put it in all caps, that'll get my attention a little bit better. But anyway, they gave us, Kathy and Gayla gave us all kind of embellishments to use on the metal pewter. And I mean, they didn't just give us the stones. It's a handmade envelope with a handmade note card with the tiger's eye. I mean, this is how they do things. They don't just throw a rock in a bag. It's all presentation. It's awesome. These I did see because I opened them up for my when I did the project. Here's the different Jaspers that they gave us a collection of. I know, it's unbelievable. And an easel to put your finished piece on. All right, they thought of everything. And the bag was decorated with, where's that little fish tag? I love this little fish that was the kind of the logo about this project. Oh, I don't know if you can see this. I think this was on Shrinky Dink. But look how it's all color coordinated. But look at this. It's a goldfish with a strapped on dorsal fin of a shark. How stinking cute is that? There's something else in here. I think one of these, this might have come out of there. Oh, that's a piece of the glass, one of the glass beads. Steel wool that we got for a part of our class, alcohol wipes, a Band-Aid, a piece of the metal tape. Here's more semi-precious stones that we were given. I can hear my glass. Yeah, they came out of here. All these different glass. They're not beads. They're like cabochons, I guess. You know, so they're like this, but flat in the bottom. Big assortment of that. A little chamois for polishing. I'm telling you, we got the whole kit right here in this little bag. It was awesome. And the class, you can ask anybody that was there. It couldn't have been more professionally done. How those two knuckleheads pulled it off, I'll never be able to tell you, but don't tell them I said that. Hi, Beth. What's the name of the company that sent the wonderful rock? It wasn't a company. It was our Gayla and Kathy that taught the embossed pewter class. Gave those to us as embellishments to use on the project. Very generous. Yeah, and some of the stuff's out of there that I used. And somebody heard me say, God, who gave me that? I think this was this Suzanne or Charlene? Heard me talking about Jean down the street from me. Saw me do my one stream where I used this foil. I said, man, I got to get more of these little circles. They look so cool. And I can't tell you how many people have sent me these circles. I got a lifetime supply. But somebody gave me 2 packs of these at the at the art weekend. Let's see. I got a bunch of. Now, this was a card. Actually, this is from Elaine. And she used, last year, Joan made everybody a little stencil that said Maryland Art Weekend. And then Elaine made magnets and stenciled the magnets for everybody. Hey, Shy. Haven't seen you for a while. Welcome. Oh, that's Donna's business card. Canadians, we don't always apologize. Oh, wait. Yes, we do. Sorry. Oh. Here's a cute, oh, look. And in the corner, what's there? One of those shiny little dots. Hey, Carrie Ann. Let go of your fears. Oh, that's from Charlene. That's from my, so I'm sure she gave me that now. I thought, yeah, she was awesome. She's a local girl. So I plan to hook up with her for a play date one of these days. And this was from Vicky. So Vicky is one of our ladies. She's semi-local. They drive in from around Hagerstown, which maybe is an hour or so, maybe an hour and a half away. And she is also a survivor, and she made me this card. How cool is that? With a little note behind it. But she used all these things she made. Let's see what she says. There's a quote back here. Time is a champion that goes with us on the journey. It reminds us to cherish each moment because it will never come again. What we leave behind is not as important as how we have lived. Ain't that the truth? Ain't that the truth? Oh, and this little tag. Look at these little cute little tags. Oops, hang on. Where's the camera? Oh my gosh. Oh, hang on. I'm backwards. That's why. No, I'm not. That Cece wrote for us, drew a little flower on them. They were tagged. They were on the outside of her journal. Friends become the chosen family. Another ATC. Hey, Kimberly. That's from Jan Terry. Jan's here in the chat. Thank you, Jan. Some of this stuff I'm seeing for the first time. And this is from Laurie, who's friends with Vicky, who made this card for me. She had these little DVD boxes, and you saw them from the other girls. But it's got an assortment, all kind of useful stuff in here. Little tins and pens and a big size card and little ephemera and stuff. And this is the one that's made out of Shannon's vinyl, this card. And she did a Maryland crab on there for Maryland 2018. Very cool. Well, everybody was great that was there, but Laurie is, she's always going out of her way, and Vicky to do stuff for people. Oh, look, I got another leftover one. What do you know? And this, I don't know. Let's see. Handcrafted for you. She did. Penny Thomas is a riot. She's a local girl. She's so darn funny. And she made these, and you probably saw these on Z's and CC's channel, but I'm going to show you mine. This is a travel bag. She did 28 of these. There was 29 of us there. She did 28. Got a zipper. And on the zipper, mind you, oh, Lord. This picture, if it'll focus, I don't know. That's me in the front over here. And kind of somebody did a selfie of the whole group from last year. And she put that on the zipper pull. And it's lined. I mean, that's crazy. She did these for all of us. Penny is a riot. I keep telling her, oh, and here's another. Oh, somebody else had these. That's another little option to clip on the zipper pull. I keep telling her, she'll say, oh, I ride by, I saw you were doing this or something at your house. I said, why are you riding by, not stopping in here? Oh, I don't want to bother you. Knucklehead, you better stop in here when you ride by. Oh, my brain is locking up on me. I'm trying to remember. I think this was from Gala. Where's my other little? I know there is one thing in. Oh, here it is, right here. I think these are both from Gala. Look at this. I don't know if Sandra's on here, but she's going to want one of these. Look at this marble finish on this thing. How cute is that? And then let me make sure. Look what it is. Hello. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 2, 3, 4, 5. There's 40 pans in there. In that little tin. How stinking cute and handy is that? I love that. Love, 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 love that. And I believe Gala gave me this too. Am I right, Gala? Did you give me this? And it's leather, and it's got a compass rose on it, which I love all that nautical stuff. I actually one time, here's a little bit of trivia. A little bit. Yes, Gala, thank you. A little bit of trivia that you guys know, a lot of you guys know that I was a boater and a scuba diver and offshore fisher person for many years. I also studied to get my captain's license so we could legally take out, we could charter the boat and take out divers and fishermen. And I was at the time, this was in the mid 80s, in the mid 80s. And I took all these nautical courses and I trained and made flashcards because all these captains that were down at our marina where we kept our boat at the time in Delaware, they said, they're going to bust your ass when you go for a test because you're going to be the only woman there and they don't want women getting their captain's license. You need to know your stuff going in. And I had flashcards. I had all kind of stuff made. I studied. I could take a huge nautical chart and they'd give me point A and point B. And we'd have to plot not just the current, not just the direction with the compass rose, what degree to tack to get to point B, but take into account the direction and the strength of the wind and the direction and speed of the current. I used to be able to do all that and calculate how long it would take to get to point B. If you're going this fast and you have, a 20 knot northeast wind and the current's running 7 knots to the south, how does that all, I believe it or not, I could do that. I was really good at math, but I studied myself into oblivion to the point where it was like a year afterwards. And then we moved to Fredericksburg and then I never did get tested, but I knew all that stuff. And I still know random things. Like we used to have to know all the lights on different ships and vessels and buoys and what they meant. So if you have 3 greens, like a triangle, like green, green, green on a mast, just so you know, if you ever run into that, it's a mine sweep. Very handy information to have. And a yellow flashing light that kind of goes around like a cop siren, that's a submarine. If you're down by Norfolk and Virginia Beach, you'll see that. But that's what it is. It's a submarine on the surface. Random stuff. Red over white fishing at night. That's a fishing trawler with the red. I had all little rhymes to remember all this stuff. I'm not kidding. But I love this. You don't know how close that is to my heart with all this nautical stuff on here. I love it. It was like you know me or something. I don't know. Thank you, Gala. And then Cece, when she started finding this place in Canada that made this handmade paper, and I don't think any of them have the wrap on here. I said, oh, you got to bring some of that to Maryland. I sent her some money. So she brought me 2 pads of this white handmade paper that's made. It's got a deckled edge at the bottom. We used to be to this in class. Everybody got a piece or two of this. So she brought me 2 pads of the white, and this had bands around it. I guess I took them off. Must have been in a frenzy to open it up and feel it. But I believe it's called canal paper. And actually, Xandra found some in Australia. We couldn't buy it in the U.S., but Xandra found some in Australia when she went to Australia. Yeah. So, and then what she found, they make it in black. So I haven't yet dipped into this. Hey, Galena. Yeah, there's speaking of the black. There it is, Jean. It's canal paper. It's handmade by a family company in Montreal. So that ought to keep me out of trouble for a while. And I might take one of these pads and make one of those journals where I'm like Cece did, where I'm going to punch it with that Levenger punch and then use the disc system to put discs in it. And I think I'm gonna. So, oh my gosh, I'm running out of room. Xandra gave me this because we have been talking about this. You know how we're all gaga about watercolor and hey, starting over. That's a new name. Welcome. I was telling her that I saw a couple old YouTube videos where somebody had Daniel Smith dry pigments, and which are no longer available. You can't find them anywhere. Trust me when I tell you that. And then one day I was sitting down here and I thought, wait a minute. I think I've looked for these before, and I think it's pale gold and one in pearlescent. I know, Eileen. I need to get a better hobby, I guess, but I haven't streamed for a while, and I had the time, and I hadn't showed stuff I got from Maryland, and it's been 2 weeks ago already. So I thought I better get around to it. But anyways, he brought me this, gave me this. Shows I like black and white. Cool Napicano. And then, and Xandra, for those of you who may know, she has an online shop. And I believe this weekend she was loading it up with some more new goodies that she's getting in. And it's called Paint and Paper Studio. Why can't I find the sweet spot on my camera? Oh, because I'm dealing with the lag too. That's why it's jittery. I'm looking at this on Minicam. So Paint and Paper Studio to support Xandra. It's paintandpaperstudio.com. So I'm going to cover her phone number and show you the web link. Oh, Paint and Paper Studio Z. Like studios, but the Z is a Z instead of an S. How clever. At gmail.com is her email address. Paintandpaperstudio.com is the website. Sorry, I misspoke. And then her, oh, that's cool. There's a lot of layers. Oh, that's cool. There's a lot of layers on there. I don't know if you can pick that up or not. And one of her little faces on there. Very cute. Excuse me. Yeah, so I know she was getting some new stuff in to put in her shop. And so stop out there and check out her stuff. But she, oh, and there's candy. Oh, taffy, saltwater taffy. She found that she had some Daniel Smith dry pigments. And she gave me a little bottle. Here's a pale gold. This is different than the one I have, because the one I have, I think it's called Gold Pearl, actually. It's real pale in the container. It's more like, almost like one of these. But I got pale gold, silver, copper, German silver. Look at that. That's kind of like that, what I call moon gold. Oh, I got a half pan in here of the Daniel Smith Duochrome Adobe. That's one of the ones I wanted to get too. You little rascal. I'll put this over here. She brought me other half pans. This kind of reminds me of the Desert Gold from Creamer I was talking about. You see that shift in there? You can see that in the pan. I'll put that over there with the other ones she gave me. These are cute little containers. And then I have lemon gold metallic. And what's this one? Rich gold. So I got all those extra ones. They will be put to good use, I can guarantee you. Oh, buffering. It's thundering. You know what? Starting over, I'm in Severn, Maryland, and it's thundering like crazy outside right now. And it's getting very dark. Let's see. And this is from Joan and Paul. Every year, Joan has her son make these patches for us, embroidered patches. And this is a sticker. It's one of a really good, it's not like an art, I mean, a journaling sticker. It is, Patty, there's been buffering in your stream since moving it to YouTube. Oh, you're in Perry Hall. My brother lives in Perry Hall. Anything I can do, Jean? Is there a setting or something? Have the latency set to normal or low. Next time you start a stream, check in advanced. Oh, in the advanced set. Okay. All right, I'll check there. I didn't move. It's whatever the default is. I didn't change it. Latency to low. Okay. But this is an aerial view. It's got the Maryland flag in the shape of the state, a blue crab, which we're famous for our blue crabs from the Chesapeake Bay, and an aerial view of the where the hell is this camera? There we go. Aerial view of the city, Inner Harbor. How cool is that? And here's the embroidered patch that we got this year. Right, and she makes stencils like a machine. Here's a little mini stencil. I love this one. Actually, I saw this one in those that I'm shipping to you, Joan. Similar to this. It was laid out differently. And I thought, ooh, I like those dots. That's a cool one. I haven't opened any of this yet. Oh, it's one of her cards. Look at these layers on this card. Let's see. Can you guys see that? There you go. How many layers these are. Oh, there's a paper clip in there. Oh, and she put a note. That's right. She put a note on a separate piece so you can use this card and send it yourself. She's a very clever girl. Little rascal. I know. Punching out all those holes. Shoot me now. And then a frame. An embossed frame. Very cute. Hey, Joan, have you hooked up that Vagabond machine? I was wondering if that worked out for you, or if you've even got around to it. If you're like me, I haven't even unpacked everything yet. Okay, here's the card. I'm guessing that's a shaker card. Haven't opened it. Oh, cute. It is a shaker card. I don't know if you guys can see the shakers and the beads in there. They're clear. There you go. You can kind of see them there. Look at that. Hang on. What's this? Oh, that's Joan again. I should have known your work. Little rascal. That's unbelievable. So there's another one with the loose note in it, so you can actually use the card. I'm telling you. And some of you guys might see Randy and Teresa, or Teresa and Randy. It's a couple that joined us new this year from Colorado. They were awesome. And they're both artists. Randy gave me this print that these cards get sold in a museum. And he gave me one of his original, well, it's a print of an original piece of art. And it's really pretty. And again, with the sea, that's right up my alley. But these are sold at a local gallery, not a museum, a gallery. Sorry. All I want to do is drink coffee and make pretty things. Happy die. That's a happy die card. Not a bad mantra. If your dreams don't scare you, they're not big enough. Dare to spread your wings. Life is about finding yourself. Life isn't about finding yourself. It's about creating yourself. But I don't know who that's from. Is that another? Are they both from Die? I don't know who that's from. It's not signed or anything. Speaking of TNR, are they on? There you go. There's Teresa. I was just showing Randy's card, Teresa. I'm finally going through all my stuff that we got in Maryland, and I was just 5 seconds ago showing this card before you logged on. Your ears must have been burning. Hey, Gail. There's Gail Tuttle. And then there's a whole, oh, look, here's another ring from my ring toss that I can no longer talk about. Anyway, for those of you who don't know what I'm trying not to say on live stream, you remember the gold award that I was given last year, and the shape I find in my abstract art a lot. You know what I'm talking about? That's what the ring toss is. And there's a whole story. Nothing I can tell on stream. But those of you who know me in person have heard this story probably multiple times of the gnome under the sink, and they're on the share table in the back where everybody brings in their stash that they want to share with everybody, they want to get rid of, and they destash and bring it in to put on the share table. And this stamp was on that share table, and I don't know, I'm guessing Kathy or Gayla, or maybe even Donna, they all know that story, may have pulled that out of the destash and put it on my table. Funny girls. And this, I think, I'm going to guess to say that maybe, oh, you know what? Shannon Green sent these to everybody herself. I bought some of Shannon's custom keepers. And if you guys don't know what that is, you should check out Shannon Green on YouTube and her Etsy shop. She makes these vinyl fused traveler's notebooks, basically is what they are. She calls them custom keepers. And I bought a few to use as giveaways for the event, for door prizes. And Lori Neubauer, she is a customer of Shannon's, and she brought a lot of stuff too. And Shannon sent Lori these to bring to give to me. Everybody got one of these. It's her little card. Shannon Green, maker of stuff. There's her Etsy shop and her YouTube. She's hysterically funny and really creative, and does things where she recycles a lot, repurposes a lot. She's awesome. But anyway, there's two little tiny pieces where she's painted. You can paint this vinyl. You can collage on it. You can do all. It's like indestructible. And there's just little ATC sizes that she randomly cut and included, and then made one of these for everybody. And this is really handy. I'm going to keep it in my purse. And this is just a small piece of a billboard, right? And it's like a junk journal. It's cut to shape, but it's got maps and ads and little stuff in here. Right? Scrapbook paper, music paper, all kind of stuff in there. But she made one of those for everybody, which is awesome. I mean, a packet of these things for everybody. Well, apparently she's a lot more nimble than I am, which is no surprise. Oh, there we go. Got it in there. I like her card, maker of stuff. She's a mess. She is so funny. Oh, and this is from Kathy, a bookmark. It's in a protective sleeve. Magic is something you make. By Dragonfly Smiles. Whoops, sorry. Oh, you were, Vicki? Next time you're with her, give her a hug from me. She's awesome. Somehow I came up with another one of my own pictograph stencils. This. What is this? Oh, these are CB's cards. CB is a machine making art and drawing. She really is good. And she gave us we each could pick out 2 ATCs. Look at this. That she drew himself, of course. This one's called Innocence. Surely, CB, that's not a self-portrait. Oh, thanks, Vicki. That'd be awesome. What's that one? She's really good. I'll tell you. I think Kathy gave me this black paper. She found some sources online for black paper, watercolor paper. Excuse me. And it's pretty thick. CB does need to stream. Is she on here? Oh, rascal. Hey, Amalia. She gave me different sizes. I think that was Kathy. My memory shot. And then when everybody slinging stuff so much, I kind of lost track. And then this is from Elaine. And you guys have seen these on other channels probably. So I won't go through every page of it. But this is from Elaine. It's called One of a Kind. She made these for 28 people. And it was wrapped in a piece of the blueprint paper, and it was all picked out and bound by her. There's wallpaper, and there's fold outs, and magazine, and graph, and ephemera, and line notebook paper, and blueprints, and maps, and it just goes on and on. Postcards, color bars, posters, calendar pages. This is all loose in here. Look at this stuff. Ooh, that's cool. It's old graph paper. Puzzles. I mean, it just goes on and on in here of all this stuff. Here's a bag in here with the bags full of stuff. Look at all this stuff. Coloring pages. That's nuts. She did 20 of those, and they're one of a kind. They're all different because they're all different bits and pieces of stuff. But that's the kind of stuff that goes on there. I'm going to put this watercolor paper up there. Now I got to figure out where I'm going to put all this, but I'm not going to do that now. I will put it all back in the box from where it came. And yeah. Pardon me while I unpack. Repack while I unpack. Oh, wait a minute. Hang on. Greetings from the seaside. Oh, that's a piece of Tammy's too. Oh, it's a tiny mermaid on that charm. You're not going to focus for me. Anyway, it's a lot of layers on there. Round, little round one. That's cute. Still have a little tickle, but I'm finally feeling better. I think we figured out that it's... Oh, hang on. This was the note from Elaine. Through this year, I've used mine to gather things I want to keep, but knew they'd get lost if I didn't put them somewhere. I've painted and glued in it, torn stuff, added a bunch of other stuff. It's been fun, especially knowing I'll put it together with my own hands. Used all type of papers to add flavor and variance. Please be sure to take as much of the samples as you can. Nothing. Oh, that's all the stuff she brought out in the hallway. That she brought samples of all granite and wood and hinges and I mean all kind of stuff. I can't even tell you what all was out there. All right. There's some very generous people that come here to this ordeal. Oh, and I still have. Where the hell are my projects that I did? I'll show you this. The other ones, I'll have to show you my my metal embossing, which isn't finished in the drawings we did in Cece's class. They're packed in my art bag, but this is the piece that I did when I demoed my this. I'm stuck. My abstract art on the Yupo, and then mounted it on a cradle board. Right, this was my sample that I did. But look at that lunar black. Is that not the coolest stuff ever? It did that on its own. I just threw it down on the Yupo, and that's what happens. But if do you notice the shape? It just happens. So there was some gauze that was laying in it up there. Let that dry. And lunar blue over here on the side. Where it is up here. See if I can get that to focus. See how that granulates? Looks like pepper. There you go. That's a good shot. There's, of course, some rose gold in there. Right, lunar black. More gauze. And this is black corrugate that I painted with my rose gold watercolor. And excuse me, I got a tickle. Put that on there just to divide it. And then down here, it's more metallics with a big piece of, that looks like two eyeballs on some kind of a smashed fish. Now that I'm looking at it, look, here's his back fin, the body, and the two smashed eyes. It's like a skinny flounder or something. I just noticed that. And then I lifted some paint off with my pictograph stencil. It's a long one. I think this one's 24 inches. 6 by 24, I think this one is. But I love these long, skinny pieces. Anywho, that's that. So I wanted to go back and gosh, I got so much to do. I got to get myself organized and unpacked. And Patty brought some Free Erase watercolor paper at Walmart. It says heavyweight canvas paper, but feels like Yupo with a little texture. Great with your technique. It's Free Erase watercolor paper. Huh. I have a couple of her inks, but I don't have any of her paper. Now I do have some what they call canvas paper. Actually, let me see if I can try to find it for you, Jean. Where the hell would that be? Where? Oh, you know what? I might have canned it. I might have canned it when I did a cleanup. Hang on. Let's see if it's in here. This would be the only shot at it. I saved some samples in this thing here. These are old. That's probably 7 years ago when And this is the ones that I lifted like CC showed us and I embossed over it. That's just a practice sheet. That's some cards I did with my mermaid stamp. And it's not in here. So I'm thinking I probably did that masterpiece, which was not a masterpiece. Let me see if I find the paper. Here we go. Found it. This is Strathmore black canvas paper. And the technique did not work on this like it does on Yupo. So let me know how you make out with that other paper. But they had it in black. And you can see, maybe in the camera, there you go. See that texture? It's got the texture of a canvas, but it's paper. It's not a canvas. It's acid-free for practice with oil and acrylics. And I got the white one too. Same stuff. But it had a completely different look. It didn't move. It didn't sink in exactly like it would on watercolor paper, but it didn't move like it does on Yupo either. It kind of just blended into a flat blend of colors. It didn't keep the characteristics of each individual color like that lunar black and all that stuff did on that one. Oh, it's plastic. I'll have to look for that Brie Reese. Eileen's giving now financial advice on buying art supplies. This ought to be good. We'll all end up in the slammer. We'll all be in the poorhouse, surrounded by beautiful art supplies. I can see it now. Gail and Kathy, and I think Jan was here. The ones that went to New York with us. Do you remember when we went into, I think it was the Kunikana store. Kunikana, is that how you say it? Anyway, this bookstore, art supply store in New York. And I kind of got detached from everybody. Then I had to pee and had to wait in line for the restroom, and that really screwed me up for time. And everybody else, all 8 of them were out on the sidewalk waiting for me. And I had a couple brushes and I think a pen or 2 in my hand. Nothing I had to have. And I thought, oh, hell, I'm just going to ditch those. I'm not even going to wait in line for this. So I went out. They were all saying, no, wait in line. And Cece was saying, I'm not leaving here until you go check out. I said, you know what? I'm pretty sure 2 of the brushes I ordered were in my Amazon shopping cart. And I got home. Not only were they in my cart, apparently I bought them. And this was one of them that I had in my hand at that shop. It actually was beat me home. It was a little, Menso brush small by Zig for a cartoonist. It's got a real detailed tip on it. It's kind of pretty with the writing on it and stuff, the gold seal. And it wasn't that much money, but it was real fun. And somebody was saying, you got to have one of those. So I figured I had to have one. Probably was Eileen. Yeah, Teresa, thanks. Yeah, I think I started taking allergy medicine Friday, and that's actually really helped me. So I think it was just a bad allergy. I don't think I ever had a sinus infection or whatever they said I had August 1st when I went to the doctor. I think she's a little cray-cray on that one. But these have been standing on their ends all night long. So let's see what we get with this one now. These seemed to cause me a little problem yesterday. And that's better. That's running a lot better now. But I got to tell you, hang on, let me put out my glasses so I can see. It's not a very metallic-y color. I'm not saying I'm thrilled about that. It is a little bit, but it's not, and it's kind of got a green cast to it. I think that comes through in the camera too. Here's the silver one. Gail! Ah! Thou shalt not talk about any moons rising in Maryland on the street. Oh my God. It's not very metallic looking, Eileen. That was an accident. That was not a shenanigan. Woo! At least that's what I'm saying about it. Well, they're flowing a lot better. I'll give them that. I mean, on this paper, that just yanked to me. I'm not seeing much of a shimmer, I gotta tell you. Now, the white, are you guys talking about Paula's use what you have deal? Is that what you're talking about? And then she kept buying new stuff. Well, you can use what you have with the new stuff. That is possible. Euridian? I'm not sure how to say your name, dear, but hello. Welcome. That's a new name. Glad to have you here. And this is the white. And this still isn't really flowing. I think this is a big disappointment. At least for what I was expecting. And I don't know. It's not all that. Well, it's so thin. Now, when I do this and let the drops fly out, they're very opaque. Yeah, there was a loophole in there, Galena. A built-in loophole. Yeah, so I got to tell you, I don't see, luckily these weren't overly expensive, but I can't say I'm overly thrilled about those. Kuretake brush pens, metallics and silver, gold, and the opaque white. Could just be the artist. I don't know. Could be. So I think what I'll do is maybe open these up. You guys saw Sandra demo these. These are packaged really nicely. It's a nice sturdy box. These are Paul Rubin watercolors. And to be honest, before I saw Sandra stream with these, hello, I never heard the dude's name. Bless his heart. There we go, finally. But it's packed with like this chamois kind of a cloth. Oh, hello. Where's my focus? Focus, focus. And it's in a pink palette made especially for Eileen and Jean. They are lovers of pink. Eileen's especially partial to flamingos. Anyway, there is a swatch card included with watercolor paper, and then a little brochure, I guess, of all of his colors. And I wasn't going to buy any more. I got enough shimmery watercolors to last me all of our lifetimes. And, well, not more. But these, now, don't be fooled by the holographic wrappers. That rainbow design, that's not in the paints. That's just in the wrappers. There's one that's exposed. They are very metallic-y and shiny. And this set of 24 half pans with the tin and swatch card and the way it was wrapped was $49 on Etsy. No, sorry, on Amazon Prime. And it's like $2 a pan. So you do the math and you get in trouble. What the hell? It's only $2. Well, it's $50 when you get in the end, but still. So anyway, these just have this little sticky covering. Let me try to zoom in a little bit so I don't have to keep reaching up to the camera so much. These paints are also, oh, Eileen, you got some too. Sandra loved them. And, but they have this little, it's a nice full little pan, but you can see the shimmer in those, right? They're pretty shiny. That's not snapped in. I'm gonna take these out and put them back in after I bend these prongs a little bit. Oh, what was that name? Oh Lord. I guess it doesn't matter if I get them screwed up. What the hell is that called? It's the label so shiny. Pearl Silver White. Let's do this. This one is, oh my, Pearl Platinum. I'm telling you, Eileen, I'm raiding your house when I come to Boca in November. I'm doing a drive-by. I grab everything I can hold and keep going. I'll never even know I was there. So stealthy. Moving like a gazelle that I am. Ah. That's kind of like a moon gold color. So I'm just going to unwrap these and snap them in, and I'll do the swatches real quick. But I think, if I'm not mistaken, we need black UPO. We need black UPO. Yes, we need black UPO. I was going to write to one of the companies and say, hey, dude, you got to make black UPO. And I don't think I'll get a response, but I'm going to ask. What are they going to do? Shoot me? I don't think it exists. Hey, Z. I thought I'd pop up in here and warm up the crowd for you. Sandra's coming on at 7:30. Sometimes she's on a few minutes early. And so I don't know, Jean, if you have her link to put it up. Scraps to Beauty on YouTube. And is it Xandra 17? No spaces. Playing with these damn watercolors you made me buy, Xandra. That might work, Jean, to a degree. I'll have to have a go at it. I did put gesso, black gesso on one. But I can't remember. Hey, Jen. Hey, Denise. I don't know if I said hi yet. Gosh darn it. Some of these are a little tricky. Hang on. There we go. Try not to impale myself. And that one's an orange pearl. Not a copper, but an orange. What the hell's that one called? This white text on this holographic paper is not deep interference orange. It's kind of hard to read. Yes, right. I understand, Jean. I think I did. I think I gessoed it and tried to do it on the gesso. I don't remember. Or did I have trouble with the gesso sticking to the UPO? Oh hell, I don't remember. Gail, if you do the math, for $2 a pan. I mean, you can't really beat that, can you? Amazon Prime, free shipping. 3 more left in stock, I think. I ordered a set for Joan to send her when I send her stencils back. I have a package to send to her, and I'll wait until I get the one more set of watercolors. Joan, if you think of anything else before I get that off to you, let me know. Ooh, this one's pretty. Uh-oh, I smell trouble. Here comes my little okey-dokey-doo. Oh, here's Babe. She's going down to stuff herself under my desk because it's thundering. Oakley, where's my puppy? This one's pretty bronze.
You really want
it? Yeah, let me see if I can get his head up here. Come here, Oak. Come here to Mama. Okie dokie do. Come here, pup. Okay, let me move anything sharp. I'll try to get Oakley's head up here. He's 60 pounds now. This isn't as easy as it used to be. Oh, come up here with Mommy. Come here, let me pick your legs up. Come up here. Stick your little nosy under the camera. Let me see. I'm going to move the camera. There he is. Oakley. Say hi to the ladies. There's my little Oakley. Ah. Okay. 60 pounds on my desk isn't going to work, baby. Here you go, Dad. He's going to try to eat every molecule on the ground. He's like a vacuum cleaner. Oakley, here, go with Daddy. Oh, he's dragging me on my chair. Here.
Come on.
Here, go with Daddy. Go with Daddy the other way. I know it's all interesting down here, but you can't be trusted. You eat everything. Yeah, the little rascal, he's 60 pounds. At 6 months old. Give me strength. Babe's hunkered down under my desk. She does not like the thunder. These pinks are pretty. That's what kind of sold me. Sorry, Jean and Eileen. He's got all of his permanent teeth. His baby teeth are gone. Thank you, Jesus. But he's still, he's a lab puppy. He likes to chew. But the chewing isn't why he's picking up everything. He's like a vacuum cleaner. He picks everything up just to eat it. He was chewing his sheepskin blanket in his crate apart, ate a lot of it, vomited a huge pile of that fleece a couple times in the middle of one night recently, threw that bed out. Dave went that night and bought him a new bed that's a Kong brand, that real heavy-duty material that's supposed to be chew-proof and all that stuff. Yeah, Kayla. Oakley's a petite little flower like his mother. You hit that one on the head. Anyway, that lasted somewhere in the neighborhood of 48 hours, and he had a hole gnawed all the way through that Kong material and bits of the dark green stuffing all over his crate. Now, I don't know if he ate much of that or not. So I'm just going to bend these tabs down just a smidge. Did you put in Paul Rubin watercolors, Tam? I just bought one this morning for Joan. And that particular site had 3 left when I bought it. I'm sure they'll get more. These are really, really nice and shiny. But these pinks are what got me. You don't see a lot of these shades. What time is it? It's almost 6:20. Okay. I'll have time enough to get these in and swatch these, and then I'm going to run, get some laundry going, and then hop on and watch Sandra. Oh, they have glitter ones. On top of pearlescent, Sandra, were you aware of this? I saw he had regular watercolors. I do not need those. For some reason, the shiny stuff I can't resist. It's like a drug. I don't do drugs. I don't smoke. I don't drink. I'm basically too freaking good for my own good. which may be argued by some in some circles. But I don't care. That's why I told Dave it's only a matter of time until we got to have Oakley's belly cut open for something. You can't, if you let him off the leash, everything's a risk. It's the same as what we have. Oh, iridescent and glitter. Oh, okay. Thank God. Oh, hell, this is all in Shanghai OM Paint Materials Company Limited. I kind of wish they looked like they did with these holographic labels over them. That would be awesome. Sorry, this is a slow process. Any people on YouTube? Look at these. Hello, lovers. Anybody watching on YouTube may want to skip ahead a few minutes till I fumble through this process. What kind of dog was it, Denise? Did you say, or do you remember? He's like a billy goat. Sticks, leaves, bugs, paper, I don't know, tape, screws, nails, rocks. Anything. There you go. A golden or a lab. Shocker. This one I already unwrapped, so I don't have that label. Don't need it really. And you know what? I don't really care what these are called because they're sold all in one set. So if anybody, they won't need to know the color. And if they have the set, they know the color. So I'm not going to worry too much about knowing what these are named. Oh, here we go into the greens, Jean. Jean and Eileen. Gayla, just order them. You know you're gonna. And she'll blame it on one of us, Sandra. Actually, I kind of blame Xandra for this one. I never even heard of Paul Rubin before she showed these. And I never did find that video of Irit, however she says her name, showing these. It's probably buried in one of her videos. I just kind of basically looked at the thumbnail and the title to try to figure it out. I didn't have time to look through them, and it doesn't really matter. I see them on my desk now, so. I even like the greens, and I'm not a big green person. See, Gayla bought them, Tam. I don't know why you're not finding them. And if she got the last one, you can be pissed off at Gayla. Thanks, I found at Amazon Canada, $80. And that's such a rip that the dollar's like that now for you guys. Silver black. These darker labels are easy to read, but that white text on that really shiny label. And what's this last lucky one in here? Oh. Penny! There we go. Oh, what is that called? Oh my gosh, my eyes are so bad. I can't see them with my glasses. And it's upside down, of course. Flash purple. Okay. All right, so let me bend. Whoops, I'm going to keep it this way because I'll get them all screwed up. Tam, see if that link works that Jean just put up. I hate for somebody not to get them if they really want them. There's something to be said about the beauty of a brand new set of untouched watercolors and a nice, clean, new palette. I don't know. Maybe I should smoke or drink or do drugs. That seems kind of pitiful. That's okay. Look at you, pretty things. All right, let's get you a little wet it up here. And we'll do black and white swatcheroos and see what they look like. And then I'm going to, I'll do white on here. Hello. Okay, where's my little brush? Oh, babe, I forgot you were down there. I just kicked you, honey. I'm sorry. You're so quiet. I forgot you were under my desk. Okay, and I still don't have my little water bottle, so I'll put a little drop of water in each paint. Patti Pennies was not working great. What wasn't working great? The what? Oh, yeah. Xandra, I still, the silver and the gold, they actually float a lot better, but they're not very metallic. And the gold has kind of a green. You guys have the silver and gold, though. And this just kind of looks gray. And then the white, couldn't get her going. Did a little bit, but then it kind of petered out. And to try to get it more squeezed down or shooken down, I make up words. Yeah, not so much. So let me put a little drop in each one of the pans. Look at you, yummy. Oh, mama. Mama gonna like you. There we go. Almost exactly 24 drops in there. What an eye. Okay. Let's go. They re-wet pretty nice. I don't know if I should leave that on there longer. It's not as, oh, it's got a little blue in my brush. Where the hell is that coming from? Zoom in. Okay, I'll zoom in. Let me get this. See if I got that clean. I need to use that new bar of soap for cleaning. All right, now I'm going to get scrunched up here. All right, I'll try to do this best I can. Let's go back to this one. Not going to see much of this on the white. This is called Pearl Silver White. It's not zoomed. It is on my, hang on. Joan, Jean, I'm really zoomed in on my Minicam, but it's not showing zoomed in on my, on the, what you guys are seeing. Jean is my guru for all things streaming. Then you must not have Minicam chosen as your camera. Well, how the hell do I do that? I thought I did. I'm looking at the window with the camera running through there. How do I do that? Must not have Minicam chosen as my camera. Oh, when I set up the stream live. Oh, okay. Oh, yeah, I'm not going to stop the stream. I'm going to be done out of here in the next. I'm not going to go after 7 o'clock. So, sorry, guys. I'll have to remember to do that next time I stream. So I can zoom this one out because I'm not zoomed in anyway. I'm glad you said something. Who was that, Amalia? Because I did not know. I have my Minicam window laying over the picture you guys are seeing and shrunken so I can see this chat on the side of that. And it was zooming on my window, so oopsie. All right, this is this one on black. This is Pearl Platinum. It stays set up, but since you had a problem yesterday, it may not have saved it. Aha. The difference of metallic paints on black and white is crazy. And I think these need a little minute to get kind of liquefied and lift easier because they're, as I go, they're lifting easier and easier. You can see these pigments dancing. Too bad you can't because I'm not zoomed in. Did anyone pick up the round watercolor set? I did not. I don't think I took anything from the share table. I need to get rid of so much stuff I didn't want to add to my own stuff. There were a ton of stamps and stuff left over. Charlene volunteered to box them all up. She was having Salvation Army come and pick up stuff at her house, so she put those boxes in with it to donate them to the Salvation Army. Yeah, Jean, I haven't seen you here. This is Homeschool Jean. She's kind of my neighbor, one street over from me. I haven't seen you on live for a while. I'm guessing you're busy with your grandbabies. Oh, thanks, Jean. A PDF of Minicam. I don't remember seeing that, actually. I do not think I did. Okay, thanks, Jean. Appreciate it. This is pretty royal gold. Now, this one looks like a rose gold. What's it called? That's pretty. Bronze satin, it's called. Wow, I don't know if you guys can see the pigments dancing in that bad boy or not. Probably not. Let me see if I can get it to move again while it's focused. That one's pretty yummy. I was going to say in the pan it looks similar to my rose gold, but a tiny bit on the pink side. Flare red. This one's not as dark. Well, it doesn't look dark in the pan, but the name Flare red would make me think it's like a metallic fire engine red, but it's a glorious pink color. Patty, any thoughts on how you were thinking of using these watercolors yet? Right now, I'm only thinking about swatching them. No, not really, Teresa. I'll probably try them in my the Yupo stuff when I play with that and see how they respond. But I want to start doing the journal, the leather bound journal that Kathy gave me, and the one I'm going to make out of the B paper like CC made with the disc bound journals. I want to try to start painting more. This one's Deep Interference Red. And that's unusual that an interference shows up that well on white. That seems odd to me. Usually the interference comes out almost clear on white and really pop on the black. And of course that one pops more. But still, that's pretty obvious on the white. Now that's one thing that I did like about the Schminke pans that I got that were shimmer. The colored ones, like the pinks, purples, greens, and blues, not just the metallic silver and gold ones, but the ones with color in them. When I swatched them on black paper, they all had a heavy silver cast to them. And they almost all looked the same. You could hardly distinguish the colors. But on white, they were very vibrant. I got this. Actually, I have the swatch right here. And the pans, but the pans are just sitting on there. I got to get rid of that. But here's the Schmincas on the white. But see how they have that little silvery frost to all of them? That's about all you can see on the black paper when I did them. Okay, where am I? Line 2 more, this one. That was 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 9. So I got 3 more to go. This one, this looks like a pretty color. This one is called Wine Red. Oh, that's pretty accurate. Oh, and that, you know what? That's got a little red cougarish look to it. For you guys that know what red cougar is from Kramer. Now they corrected us. It's Kramer. I've called it Kramer. So they said the doctor himself calls himself Dr. Kramer. I guess he knows how his name's pronounced. And this one's just called Pink. These two are gorgeous. This is a much more pastel pink. Hey, CB. Oh, thanks, Terry. Or Teresa, rather. God forbid we leave CB out. You know how she gets. This is rose red. This is a violet tinge to it. And look at that pop on the black. So that's one set of them, one length of it here. Will I screw that up if I push that under there partially? Probably. So this is Crepe Myrtle. This one looks like it might shift. Like it might have a color shift to it. Hello, it does. You can see that blue pop out on the black. That one's really pretty. Crepe Myrtle. It's even pretty on the white, but you see the purple. That's a good example of one of the color shifts. That's the same paint. This one and this one are the same paint. Now, as this settles, yeah, I feel better, Jean. You know what? All the rain and stuff we got, I started taking allergy medicine after 9 days of an antibiotic that didn't touch anything. I started to take an, what the hell was it? Dave brought it for me. I don't remember if it was Claritin or Allegra or one of those. And it's helped me more than anything has so far. This one's Symphony Purple. But all the rain that we got, you know, you're one street over. I'm sure you're seeing the same thing. We've got dragonflies around here and mushrooms popping up almost as you stand there. It's crazy. And I'm wondering if it's some kind of mold spore that I'm allergic to. I go to an allergist on Thursday. This one's beautiful. This is called Deep Interference Blue. And again, that's so weird to me because look how bright that is on the white. Wow, look at that on the black. He's nice for $50. 24 half pans. This is a deal, I think. Tam, did you ever get a set? Or did Gail hog the last one? Symphony blue, this one is. The dragonflies have a white body. Penny in the vault. Is that my penny? My local penny? My Maryland Art Weekend penny? Crazy penny? This one's called Shiny Blue. They really are for the price. Z, I think you got a good find here. Shiny Blue. That's got a little teeny weeny tiny bit of turquoise in there. And these colors, I love to watch how these metallic color pigments just dance in the water until they settle down and start to dry. Yeah, we have dragonflies. Like I can't tell you the last year that I saw a dragonfly. And now we'll see them like 5 or 6 of them in a cloud flying around the yard. Of course, drives Oakley nuts. He wants to eat all of them, naturally. So he chases them and jumps around like a maniac trying to get them. This one's Deep Interference Green. I want to get on the naming of these because that's gorgeous. But it's not like any other interference color I've seen in watercolor or acrylics or inks or anything. CB needs to stream. This one's called Fruit Green. Looks like an apple green to me. I'd call this one Granny Smith. Oh, Colleen, I was just laughing at your. Did you hear Barry White start playing in the background? This one is called Golden Maroon. Oh, you know what? I bet this is kind of like one of those scarab pigments. I can see a red in there. This is a shift. I can see it in the pan. I can see it there. I bet it comes out redder on here or greener. What the hell do I know? Set it backwards. Oh my. I hope it doesn't storm too bad. Dave was going to make us some Old Bay chicken legs on the grill. This is a pretty green. I know you know I'm not a big wild green person. This is dark green, it's called. Us beginners. Gala. Beginner? I think not. This one's simply called Brown. Yes, I'm going to volunteer to name some of these. That's really pretty. Mocha. See, even baby poop colors, when they're shiny, they're pretty. Baby poop is pretty. And this one's called Silver Black. That looks like it gets darker as I wet it. That looks like it gets darker as I wet it. I bet it's going to be like a gunmetal. I don't know. Ooh, that's pretty. Hello, lover. It's pretty cool. What's it do over here? Yeah, I go with gunmetal. Unicorn poop. And this one is flash purple. So you're going to call it flash purple. I want to see a big old flash. Let's see what we got. It's really shimmery. It's kind of a grayed down purple, but it's really pretty. Almost kind of a shadow violet color. If you can picture a Daniel Smith shadow violet in a metallic. So, they're not all dry, of course, but some of these color shift, and look at those. See that one orangey winner shifting? This one shifts. This one shifts. This one shifts. The green, I think that all the greens do, I think. The greens look kind of similar on the black. The one in the middle's got a little more yellow to it. But I'm telling you, for $50, this is not a bad set of shimmery watercolors. I mean, I put them up against a lot of stuff that I have. I still think creamer's a little creamier. No pun intended. Galena, that's called creative accounting. I've been known to dabble in that skill myself. And here they are on white. And you can even see the shimmery white up top there. Try to get them both in. Some of the blue side's still wet. But every one of them are really, really shimmery. There you can see the shift in that darker red one right there. See that? There's that one I said it's like shadow violet, but metallic. It's still real wet. So you don't see the shimmer in these until, in most shimmer paints, until they're pretty dry. But I love that. Cece would like that mint green there, that deep interference green they call it, which not at all what I would call that. Scuba blue or come to mama turquoise. You know, something like that. But anyway, there you go. See, I'm going to try to jump on with you when you get on at 7:30. Xander's channel is Scraps to Beauty. On YouTube, and she's going to go live at around 7:30. And get a little something to eat. I got to do some laundry. Running around with my friend Gail all day today. We finally bought some. She went with me because Dave was going to go help a friend of his today whose basement flooded. And so Gail went with me to go look at some patio furniture, and I ended up buying it at a really, really good price compared to what we looked at it a couple of months ago when we first started doing the deck. So I picked out some deck furniture. It's a love seat and 2 chairs. That's all for now. And anyway, that's what I know. So anywho, I will see you good people later, next time, probably next weekend. I'll see you on Z's. I'll be there maybe a little bit late, but I will be there eventually. So thanks for hanging with us. And I'm going to go back here and end my stream. So bye, everybody. Bye, YouTube. Thank you.